Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a Toyota Tundra TRD PRO finished in Terra. This is the 2024 TRD PRO color. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Toyota here in Murray for giving me some time with this Tundra. I'm going to include a link to the website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6 that is paired to a hybrid system and a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 18 around town and then 20 on the highway, with power outputs being 437 horsepower and then 583 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can kind of see the new Terra paint color. I think this looks really sharp on the Tundra TRD PRO. And then you guys see we've got TRD PRO here on the side. And then we've got the Tundra's signature headlight design, which just looks sporty inherently. And then we actually have a little marker light there and marker lights in the grille as well. Got the Heritage Toyota logo, as well as the light bar here in the center. And then down below, we of course have the TRD skid plate. And putting it all together, I really like this color. I think it's really befitting of an off-road truck. Now around the side here, our tire wheel set up as 285, 65, 18 on the front and over in the rear. You can see we've got the BBS forged wheels for the TRD PRO. And you know, pretty aggressive all-terrain tires. I will say, I do think the Tundra TRD PRO needs to come with 35s, that's correct, 35 from the factory. Tundras on 35s look so good. And then we've got the TRD tuned suspension and shocks, Fox brand for the shocks with the truck. You got the camo print here on the fender flares, which is another cool design detail. Rock rail protection. And this one has the larger trailer mirrors, which I actually really like. They help out with visibility quite a bit, so I think those are worth going for. And then you can see with the satin finish there on the door handles. And if you don't know, the new Tundra does have, again, well, more Fox shocks in the back, but we do have multi-link in the back. And then here is your full side view with the Tundra TRD PRO finished in Terra. And then taking a look at the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function. We got the tailgate drop down with the Toyota logo, and yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote. And then taking a look at the bed, this one has the composite bed, which is always a cool option. We've got an outlet here in the bed as well, LED lights on top of that, and then you got sliders here for the cargo tie downs. And then with the tailgate itself, pretty easy to lift up. TRD PRO stamped into the tailgate there. You've got more camo print down below. You've got the bumper step, and then you've got this little button here to lower the tailgate, and then you have the TRD exhaust. And so putting it all together, let me know what you think about the overall looks of this truck. Is it too brown, or is it not brown enough? Now taking a look at the door panel, you can see with the red stitching here, and I like the darker trim, and then tons of storage. Got more of that camo print here with the seats, and again the red stitching. It's interesting to see the red and the brown contrast. And then yeah, no storage because of the hybrid. Legroom here in the back, solid. We also have a little storage pocket. Got some cup holders, and yeah, it's soft touch there. And then you've got some charging ports and everything, and headroom's good. And then taking a look at the front door panel, again, soft touch here with the red stitching, and the same thing throughout. All of our window controls, mirror adjustments. Mirrors do power fold in. We also have memory seats, blind spot mounting with the mirrors. And then we have 1,345 pounds of payload. I don't know where the 80 came from. TRD PRO there, and then again with the camo print. I'm not sure where this is buckled. Anyways, yeah, there's that. You got your power adjustments, and then you can see the TRD PRO style pedals. Got the light bar function, and then that's for the steering wheel. Turn on the outlet, you can see with the mirrors they adjust out. That's a pretty cool feature to have. Gas cap release, and then the steering wheel is manually adjustable, and then you got more soft touch here in the dash. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you got the marker there at the top, and I like the perforated texture here. Kind of reminds me of an Audi RS car, as crazy as that sounds. But you got this nice stitching there as well, and then of course TRD at the bottom. Bunch of practical controls here, so like adaptive cruise control, your volume voice command controls, and then your turn signal light stock, windshield wiper stock as well. Full digital gauge cluster here in the center, which we can use to scroll through different bits of info on the truck itself. And then when we change the drive mode, it'll pop up here as well. We do have multi-terrain select with a bunch of off-road modes, so those are just the street modes that this comes with. And then we do have a 360 camera system with this as well. So good resolution, you can see all around the truck, bird's eye view as well. So I think they've done a good job with the camera system. And then as for the infotainment system, we've got this shortcut bar here on the side, and you can see it responds very quickly. And this is the bigger screen, if you're wondering. That's why the camera view was so massive. I think it's funny that Toyota has like the same infotainment system across the board. It's just the screen size changes basically. And then you got your analog volume control. Heated and ventilated seats, dual zone climate, you got a little USB there on the side. That's for your trailer tow assist. And then you guys can see, or trailer hookup assist rather. Anyways, and then you can see you got your camera, stability control, that's for the hazard lights, and then your rear locking differential. Auto hold with your parking brake, of course doesn't focus. And we have our TRD shifter, which looks really cool. Wireless phone charging pad, and then of course the first aid kit. This has just a traditional 2-speed transfer case, and then nice trim here on the side. And then you can see the drive mode, select your tow haul mode, multi-terrain select crawl control. And then we've got the cup holders right there. And then this is the secret lid there in the center console. I just found that fun. And then you got the opening too. This is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, big center console, got more USBs inside there. And then again, look at the dash and then the Toyota logo right there. And a pretty normal glove box. And then this does come with the camera rear view mirror. And then we do have a power sunroof. And then we also have a power sliding rear window. I'm getting things mixed up today apparently. Might be the cold. Now, here's the window sticker for this TRD Pro. You can see again finished in Terra. And yeah, it's got a few options added to it. So total MSRP, wow, this is the most expensive one I've ever seen. $77,226. Crazy. And, well, let's cap things off. Well, let's talk about visibility here before we set off on our little short drive of sorts in the TRD Pro. So there's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, and throughout the rest of the rear. And yeah, we should be good to go. Definitely getting a little bit snowy. When I first came in, it was snowing like a decent amount, and now it's like, I would not call this a whiteout by any means, but definitely a lot more snow. I mean, I'm having to use defroster in like all the cars because the wind, and I usually don't have to do that when it's snowing, so I guess maybe it's getting colder. 34 degrees, it's not that bad. Not that bad. But with this particular vehicle, I can't go super far with it, but I can at least kind of do a weird little loop here just to give you guys an idea of the iForce Max. The pure raw power of this twin turbo 3.4 liter V6 hybrid. Yeah, it's got power. It's got a lot of power. Now, one thing I will complain about with the new Tundra that I hope Toyota fixes down the road, and the Sequoia as well, is that it doesn't have an advanced four-wheel drive system. I mean, everyone else in the market now has four-wheel auto because they have an advanced four-wheel drive system. And don't get me wrong, like the traction control system and everything in this is fantastic. But not having four-wheel auto, it's kind of annoying because it's like you're either two-wheel drive or you're four-wheel high. And you know, four-wheel auto is such a nice in-between because like on snowy days like this, you can just put four-wheel auto on, and when you don't need, right, it's not going to send as much power to the front. But when you do need, it will, and you can also have it on the highway. Whereas a lot of these, like, I don't know what the top speed is with this four-wheel high, but a lot of times with these systems, you can't go faster than like 60 miles an hour. And it's not, you know, it's not good for the four-wheel drive system. Whereas with the four-wheel auto, you know, again, it's yeah. So that's my little gripe there. Man, finally getting defrosted enough. Outside of that, I really like the concept of the TRD Pro with the Tundra and then with the new Sequoia. I think they look great. The only other thing is, like I said, I just think they need bigger tires. Everyone's doing at least 33s nowadays, and you know, most places are now doing like 35s on vehicles of this size. And so these tires aren't bad. They're good tires, but I do think that 35s, again, I reviewed a few lifted Tundras. Man, this has a, it's bigger than I remember. I've reviewed a few lifted Tundras with 35s, and they look so good. Like, really, they look really, really sharp. And so, yeah, I think that the Tundra TRD Pro should have 35s from the factory. Same thing with the Sequoia TRD Pro. I know the fuel economy is not going to be as good and all of that and this and that, but I mean, again, compared to like overall Sequoia and Tundra volume, I mean, this isn't like a huge volume seller for them, right? They could sell more if they wanted to, but they always keep it at like a 10% is TRD Pro, I think. So let me guys think about the Tundra TRD Pro. I think it's a really cool truck. I think it's reasonably priced for what it is, but I would change a couple things. So advanced four-wheel drive system, and then just, you know, I guess it would have to sit a little bit higher with the suspension to fit 35s. But 35s, look, gosh, they'd be so good with this truck.